And I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I thank Undersecretary General Rosemary DiCarlo and ASG Joyce Masuya for their comprehensive briefings. This Council meets yet again for the third time this month to deliberate on the consequences of the protracted conflict in Ukraine. It is deeply regrettable that hostilities persist, with severe and disproportionate humanitarian consequences, particularly for civilians and critical infrastructure. The escalating human toll is distressing and demands urgent attention. Mr. President, as we have repeatedly stated, Pakistan remains profoundly concerned by this conflict's devastating regional and global repercussions, especially for the developing nations. Allow me to make 3 points here. First, the protection of civilians and civilian infrastructure is a fundamental obligation under international law, including international humanitarian law. All parties must uphold these principles without exception. Second, Pakistan steadfastly believes that dialogue and diplomacy, not hostilities, offer the only viable path for resolving this conflict. It is in this spirit that we supported the United States-led peace efforts, including the Security Council Resolution 2774, applauded the limited ceasefire understandings reached in March this year, welcomed the declaration of a ceasefire on the occasion of Easter, and also positively note the announcement of another period of limited ceasefire next month. Third, the fragile foundation of peace laid down by the recent diplomatic efforts need to be consolidated. This can only be achieved through a sincere and sustained dialogue, which is constructive and meaningful. We commend the United States for their continued mediation efforts and also appreciate United Arab Emirates' role in facilitating recent POW exchanges. Mr. President, Pakistan's position on the Ukraine conflict has remained consistent. From the outset, we have advocated for an immediate cessation of hostilities and a negotiated settlement. We urge the parties to heed the global call for peace and genuinely work towards a permanent ceasefire as the stepping stone for a comprehensive, just, and durable solution. In closing, Mr. President, Pakistan reiterates its firm support for a peaceful resolution of this conflict, emphasizing further that a constructive and inclusive dialogue process involving stakeholders from the European continent, anchored in the principles of the UN Charter, international law, the relevant multilateral agreements, and which addresses the legitimate national security interests of all sides, is essential for achieving lasting peace in the region. I thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Pakistan